Welcome to Italy! Yes! Tonight we are going classic, full-out classic Italian. Nothing different. I'm not adding or subtracting or maybe a little something that I throw in at the end, but we're going typical Italian. You guys are going to see what I did with these tomatoes for you, to make them real. So, we're making a spaghetti alla Puttanesca. Got the water boiling. Some people say throw a ton of salt. I just throw a bit of salt. And olive oil. And then you just gotta watch your pasta. Really, that's all it is. So this is kind of a salty dish. As you can see, we have some capers, we have anchovies, garlic, chilies, which is probably not quite typical, but I like to toss it in myself. And we get some Moroccan olives. Normally it calls for Kalamata olives. I find them a little bit salty, and I love Moroccan olives. There's gonna be a lot of garlic in this. So let's get started. I'm gonna toss my chilies in. To this oil, I'm going to brown. These garlics are actually not going to be chopped. We're just going to toss them in, brown them a little bit, and this is the anchovies. We're going to blend this up and make this kind of a mash, and then once that's done, we're going to come back and we're going to toss in the rest of the ingredients, and yeah, we're going to give it a go. So obviously I'm having a glass of wine as per usual, so you guys have a little glass of wine and get started. Okay, so tonight it's a little bit complicated. I saw the movie Big Night last night, which is all about an Italian kitchen, two brothers, and how their love for food and how everything has to be done perfectly. So I couldn't just use canned tomatoes. So I blanched these, just toss them in some hot water, pull the ends out. Now I'm throwing them in ice to basically shock the skin right the hell off of them. And then I'm going to cut them on the outside to get rid of the seeds, and we're going to have pure tomato. Now, normally for this recipe, la Puttanesca, basically you guys could just use canned tomatoes, but we're going to go a little bit special tonight. So it's just a little aside. I'm not trying to make things complicated because we know we don't like that, but tonight, we're going real Italian. There you go. Okay, so I'm just going to cut the outside edge here. See? Beautiful. That one worked out real fine. So I'm going to pull all these seeds out of the tomatoes. And we're just going to end up with this fresh stuff here. Go. Alright, you guys get the point? Perfect. So got these beautiful tomatoes. They actually look a little bit lighter when they've been cooked. But what I'm doing is I'm just julienning. And these are going to be getting tossed in a little bit later. Left some seeds in. It's not good. Don't do that. Ever. Bad seeds. Bad seeds. Get out. Bad seeds. That's right. I'm the tomato bouncer. A little chili there just lost its skin like a snake. Okay, so garlic is brown, which is exactly where we want it. So for the chilies, we're probably going to pull these chilies out. We just really want them right now for their spice and their flavor. I'm going to throw the spaghetti in the hot water. This is a really nice Italian spaghetti. Once in a while, it's worth spending the extra money, especially if you're actually starting to peel tomatoes. So for our sauce, we're going to throw our fresh tomatoes in now. Capers. And our olives. This is going to simmer for probably about 15 to 20 minutes, which will give time for the pasta to cook. Then we're going to finish it off, and we're actually going to plate it. It's not going to stick together if you actually pay attention to it. I know I said we were planing, but we do have a few things. Just chop this so it's nice and fresh. Didn't get brown. Put more garlic in. Love garlic. La Puttanesca is a lot of garlic. extra green onion, and some parsley. Normally it calls for a lot of parsley. I'm going to take it easy a little bit because I find sometimes parsley, you end up eating food, it's like you're chewing on grass or eating a forest. So let's try not to eat the forest. We're not that far away. Soon we'll be eating. Right. Heated plate is extremely important. So a question has come up as to why I didn't strain the pasta before actually serving it. You know what? Honestly, it's because it was ready. I could just grab it and throw it into the pan. That's the only reason. Otherwise, normally strain it, I'd leave it there when my sauce was ready, then I'd bring the pasta over. This time, everything was ready to go. Probably because I did it the proper Italian way. Not that I know what the proper Italian way is, but that's kind of what it feels like. So, I think we're just about ready and good to go here on this. I'm just going to saute it a little bit. Oh, man. We're looking good. So I usually just grab some nice bunches of pasta to start with, and then when we finish off the plates, that's where we're going to have all the ingredients. And you know, I'm not a huge fan of anchovies, but I'll tell you, in this right now, the smell, I'm actually really, really excited to eat them because I don't think it's going to overpower. Oh, it's so pretty. It's so pretty. I'm contemplating not telling them that the chilies are really hot. Actually, I probably wouldn't tell them except for the fact that they're only about 3 feet away right now. Okay, here we go. And again, the nice thing about having hot plates is I'm not stressed out about taking this over to the table right now because it's going to be hot enough for me to actually be able to garnish. All right. Parmesan. Should always have some. This makes pretty Parmesan. As opposed to just grating. And here we go. And a little bit of wrist work going on here. Don't even get me started. I'm getting dirty looks as we speak. And we're going to finish off by doing the same thing with the pepper. And yeah, I've got some big sprigs of parsley, but really, parsley, where am I? Don't need that. Pepper along the sides. That way, if it's not hot enough, scoop it in on their own. And I think this is going to be pretty fantastic with a whole bunch of wine. So that was it. Little parts were complicated, but really, it's worth it sometimes. Signing off.